The controversial hosts for the 2034 Men's Football World Cup has been announced. Despite all the backlash due to human rights and women's rights issues, Saudi Arabia have officially been announced as the host for the 2034 edition. Only the latest move by Saudi to mark their territory in the football world.
The host of the FIFA World Cup 2034 will be Saudi Arabia. Mabruk. Mabruk to our friends in Riyadh. Mabruk to everyone.
Now, it was no secret that the 2034 World Cup would go to the Gulf nation, given they were the sole bidders for the mega event that year. But once the official word came out, the whole nation erupted in joy. Some fans also claiming they never expected Saudi Arabia to be the host.
I'm 25 years old and never expected, even 1%, that the World Cup would be held in Saudi Arabia. The hosting is truly impressive and will greatly change life in Saudi Arabia.
For the first time, 48 teams will be part of this global football event and Saudi Arabia will host it. It's exceptional and beautiful. We wish for success, God willing.
Well, the pictures say it all. It's quite a historic moment, not just for their governing body, but also for fans who will get to witness the biggest stars in that sport at their home. But amid this happiness, though, there lies, of course, a dark truth, answer to questions that the whole world has been asking FIFA in particular. How did a nation like Saudi Arabia manage to get the rights to host football's premier tournament? Because Saudi is no Argentina, Spain, England or Brazil, where football is mainstream sport, where they've earned that right to be hosts because of all the performances that they put in. Not even a challenger like Morocco, Japan or Mexico, where the passion rules. The country didn't take football seriously up until 1974. Even post that, their very first World Cup qualification came only in 1994. They've in fact made it to the World Cup on 6 occasions overall, yes, but their performance only has peaked and been consistent over the last 6 years since 2018. And the groundwork Saudi has done in the past 6 years hasn't just made them regulars at the World Cup, but has also forced FIFA to pick them as hosts. Because Saudi isn't just looking to strengthen their hold on football, they are looking to buy the sport, just like their sporting ventures. The project takeover started by roping in one of football's biggest stars and faces last year, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, once you get the big fish in your pro league, it was going to be just about time for other prominent international stars also to follow and come over. The league now has players like Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, Sadio Mane, Neymar, to name a few. And going by how Saudi is trying to attract players and even eyeing athletes like Mohamed Salah, Kylian Mbappe, even Vinicius Jr., it's only a matter of time before the currents become stronger. The Gulf nation didn't just make their own league popular, they have strategically planned on getting a hold on the football world. And Saudi did that by offering what they have the most. The Saudi-owned oil company has been signed up as a sponsor till 2027. The deal is worth a whopping $100 million a year. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, or the PIF, sponsors leagues in Africa and Asia. And the biggest of it all, out of the 200 voters who approved Saudi as the host for 2034 World Cup, nearly 50 of them have some sort of a working agreement with Saudi Arabia. This is how Saudi is using its money to arm twist not just FIFA, the governing body of the sport, but also other associations, other countries, silencing any objections that might come their way. And the deals were expected to only grow after the 2034 World Cup rights would be confirmed, which it now has. which was the reason why international voices asked all the football associations not to revolt against Saudi's hosting rights unless they wanted no part in the tournament itself. FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino, too, has been tight-lipped about the developments surrounding Saudi's hosting rights. Ever since Saudi bid for the 2034 edition of the tournament, Infantino hasn't hosted press conferences. He clearly doesn't want to answer the uncomfortable questions that will most likely come his way. So are FIFA's hands in the matter also too tied? It sure feels like, seeing the kind of money Saudi has invested in the sport overall, somehow feels like FIFA is more than just obliged to give Saudi the hosting rights. And Saudi seems to have an answer to every criticism that is coming their way. Human rights issues have been plaguing the country for years, but they shut it out by injecting more money. If the migrant workers' rights comes into question, they show their future plans of curating and developing the best of facilities.
Everyone, I invite everyone to come to Saudi Arabia. They will see something that they have never seen before, and they will experience something that they have never experienced anywhere else. Well, I think controversy will happen in anything you do. We can assure everyone that we're going to work with all the FIFA member association, with FIFA itself closely, to make sure that the Saudi Football Federation delivers on their expectations.
Now, reports say one of the stadiums which will host the World Cup is planned to be 350 meters above ground in a futuristic city that does not yet exist. Another stadium is designed to be atop a 200-meter cliff near Riyadh. They are shutting the opposition by boasting of a state-of-the-art facility setup that will be on full display come the World Cup. And who doesn't want a football World Cup to be talked up in such grandeur? They may be using sports as a mean to wash their image on the international front, but they are doing it rather boldly and smartly, from not qualifying for a World Cup consistently till less than a decade ago, to now getting rights to host what promises to be a futuristic football World Cup. Saudi's takeover is already well underway. It seems like the World Cup is just a minor level up in the grand plan.